introduce yourself, tell us your name and the correct spelling of your name.
Okay, my name Jim Larry Platt. Jim, like General. Larry, Larry. Platt, Platt.
Okay. And if you want to just start out telling us a little bit about you, um, you know, where you were born, things of that nature.
Yes, I born at Old Greater Hospital, 1946. My mama had 6 kids. She had 3 girls and 3 boys. On the older boy, on the older boy, and I raised her on McDaniel Street. But then I moved on from from McDaniel Street to over there by Hunter Street. Hunter Street, over there by Carter Street and Chestnut Street. Uh, I went to Washington High. I went to E.R. Carter School. I went to E.A. Ware. I went to Walker Street School. Well, little boy come up. I was cold boy, ice boy, wood boy. I cut wood. I worked hard in Atlanta because it was rough back then in the days. And when I was 3 years old, my older sister took me on from Carter Street where I was staying at, or there off Chestnut Street, took me on over there by E.R. Carter School. And I got shot when I was 3 years old in my right eye. I'm blind in my right eye. The Ku Klux Klan drew up me on the cars after I got a teenage out to Washington High. But, and a whole lot happened to my lifetime. But I've kept on fighting for human rights and for people to be treated fair here in Atlanta and around the world. Because I came up seeing it was hard for people to get education. It was hard for people to get money to support themselves, to support their family, and they were on hard time. And by me being a hard worker, my little boy, my mama had to work hard for us. My dad would live in Athens, Georgia. My dad would live in Athens, Georgia. My mama raised up mostly by herself till later on I went to later on I went my sister, my old sister set the sofa fire and we got put in foster home. And then I came out. Mr. Hancock used to beat me a lot because I couldn't talk too good. I couldn't say a grace. I couldn't say nothing during the time because I already was hurt by the Ku Klux Klan. And Mr. Hancock beat me with Brogane boots, knocked me out the chair over there on Avenue Street, off of Ave Street on Avenue Circle, where I was staying at. He beat me with Brogaines and I came up hard living, but I kept on helping people and I fed people when I come up. I used to take my food and help my brother and sister, feed my brother and sister because I thought they were hungry and and I went to Washington High, Connell with the principal, and during the time in 1960, when I went to Washington High in 1960, Connell with the principal. And I can't be a troll boy. Can't be a troll boy. I try to stop drug trafficking and stuff. And I can't be real smart. I know how to do things real smart. And so I had people to dominate me at Washington High. And then J.Y. Mulder came, and the principal didn't like Dr. King. Dr. King, Cornell didn't like Dr. King. J.Y. Mulder didn't like Dr. King. Uh, Judah Bond. Judah Bond, all us, we suffer. But then I suffer hard because I failed to give up human rights and for people to be going inside places, knowing how to live the right life, and uh, June, uh, June, let's see, January the 7th, 1964. That before 1964, I went uh, with the Student Nonviolent Cooperative Committee to SNCC Organization 1963. I got with Judah Bond, Stoker Carmichael, Andrew Davis, H. Rap Brown, Jane Farmer, Jane Bowman, he was a book writer. Jane Bowman, Jane Bonwell, he was a book writer. He was going to do something for me later on, but he had died as the years passed by. I got misled from him, and a whole lot of people that were in the civil rights movement with me, some got rich and famous, them pushed me out the light and put me in the dark. So I've been in the dark all my life, just about. And it was hard for me making, but I'm making. I do things. I failed to give up on doing things. And so as the years passed by, so many years passed by, I kept fighting for people's rights. I got with John Lewis, all them got me involved with this, and I got locked up at Layout Restaurant right across the street from Rialto Theater. Layout tonight, black folk come his place on Lucky Street side. Black folk could come Lucky Street side, go down in the basement and work for Layouts, but they could come for Side Street side. It's against the law for black folk to come for Side Street side. And then the Ira Eller, he was mayor. He was mayor of Atlanta. And then Condoleezza Matter, he was governor, and he treat people bad. Lassa Matter treat people real bad. He want to shoot people. And I remember Maury Cafeteria. We went to Maury Cafeteria. We went to Newberry. We went to Richard on Forsyth Street. We went to H.L. Green. We went to Newberry. We went to Metcalf. Went to the other Maury Cafeteria, different Maury Cafeteria. And then we went to Holiday Inn on Piedmont. And I throw some acid in the water, try to burn her up with acid, but then the Clorox kill the acid, keep us from getting burned up. And I remember the days when I told the people, stand up for your rights, go places, go inside the doors, don't be scared to do nothing. I remember when we went out of town to Mississippi, me and Judah Bond, all up went to Mississippi. When the 3 workers got killed, going try to recruit people into the movement, and they got killed. I remember the days when I almost died many times before. I remember when I marched in Washington, D.C., 1963, one day after my birthday. I born August 27, 1946. August 27, I born President Lyndon B. Johnson's birthday. Lyndon B. Johnson, he was born August 19, 19, oh, 1980, 1908. Let me see. He born 1980, 1908. He born 1908, and then the President Lyndon B. Johnson. I remember the time when I marched in Washington, D.C. for rights, for human rights and stuff. I remember when President John F. Kennedy came to Atlanta, Georgia, and John F. Kennedy, he would close the Last Matter restaurant down, because Last Matter, they want black folk come to his restaurant. Last Matter, they want black folk come to his restaurant. He was the governor of Georgia, and he used to do all kind of evil stuff to black folk. Last Matter. And I told people, stand up for your rights. Don't be scared to go places. Don't be scared to go in these doors. I'll go in. I remember I went to in Crystal on Mayrather Street. I went in Crystal on Mayrather and Broad Street, Mayrather and Broad Street. I remember they ski water on me. We were sitting in the middle of the street on Broad Street and Mayrather Street. They ski water on us, the top of the jailhouse. And 5 people would ski water on us. I remember all this days that were taking place. And I told people, just go places. Don't be scared to go to these places. At Greater Hospital, I remember when we went to Greater Hospital on Buzz Street. On Buzz Street side, black folk couldn't go on Buzz Street side. They always have gone Pratt Street side. P-R-A-T-T. They have gone Buzz Street on Pratt Street side. They couldn't come on Buzz Street side. So I wonder, person went through the doors, and I wasn't scared to go in, but they locked me up. They told me I was bad. I don't think I was bad, because I feel like we should go anywhere we want to go. We law-abiding citizens. I rode on the front seat of the bus in 1953 on McDaniel Street. My mom was taking me to see about my eye. 1953. I was 7 years old. My mom was taking me to the hospital to see about my eye. I didn't know people with pressure during the time when I would live at the age of 7 years old. I didn't know how that was, not really. I didn't know that was like that. And so I sat next to the white lady. The white lady sat by the window. I sat on the outside. Right back there by the bus driver. White man got on a seat on Peter Street. White man got on the bus. He seen me sit there. He told the bus driver I sat in his seat. Bus driver stopped the bus right there and there and came to me. Said, little black little boy, do you see them boys and girls back there? Look at them. You get out that grown man's seat and get up. Now, you think I'm playing with you? Get out that man's seat. I looked back at my mama, them, everybody. There wasn't no little boys and girls. I turned around and looked at him. I said, do you know what this is? 10 finger, what that mean? I said, I paid a dime. I'm going to sit right here. Okay, you're going to jail. Go on, set your black self there so you want to go to jail. But pull off. Went across Whitehall, Spring Street, to Forsyth Street, made a left-hand turn for Forsyth Street, went on up, went across Mitchell Street, went on, kept straight on to Hunter Street. Went across Hunter Street, I still was sat there. And we went under where Richard Chris Tree Bridge at. It kept on by Alabama Street, went on across Mayrather Street. I seen the statue on my left-hand side, a big statue. The statue still there today. I stayed on the bus. The bus went and made a right-hand turn on Broad Street and by the Hitler building. by Broad Street, by the Hiller building, and by the Hurt building. And he went and told everybody got out the back door. I still sat there. White lady came right in front of me, told me screw, and went out the front door. Bus driver went and got his supervisor. Supervisor came and looked at me. He want me to get out that seat. He had a white hat, black bow tie, white shirt, blue looking pants. And he looked at me. He didn't say nothing. He left, came back with the police. Police and bus driver and supervisor. Tell me get out that seat and cut the front door. I got up. I went straight to them, then walking back. And I went out the front door. Once my foot touched the cement, they grabbed me and threw me up against the railing. Then put me in an old-time black paddy wagon. I kept taking handcuffs off me. So they grabbed me around my neck and threw me in an old-time black paddy wagon. Took me down on Decatur Street, locked me up at South 5, I think South 5 Decatur Street, locked me up. Told me never ski water on me, everything. Tell me never sat in the white man's seat as long as I live. Kept on doing. And so I went to a town called Adel, Georgia. I done got grown then. Went to Adel, Georgia. I wasn't there scared to do nothing. The black folks said, you ain't going to a white folk place. I said, watch me. You got to use the bathroom outdoors. Adel, Georgia. I went in there. Guy rolled a pencil on the desk. I asked him where the restroom was. He said, over there. I went over there to use it. I didn't care nothing about the white folks said that house. Old time store with the pipe going through the ceiling. I went straight in there, used the restroom, came out, paid for my gas. Came out, flew up my tank. Black folks paid my own money back to me. I asked them why they're paying my money back. We want you to leave our town. Look at them good people, look at us. They're gonna hang up in trees. I said, y'all can't be scared. Y'all gotta be strong. I went to the Bobita house, cause I took this young lady home. Young lady didn't tell me how they would live in that town. Didn't have no restroom. They live in a house, look like a hut. I said, y'all don't pay no rent, live here. It rained in the house. And I said, white shot told us, put a bucket here, we catch all the water we want. I said, y'all don't pay no rent, live here. Yes, we do, yes, we do. And said, most money we get it back to Miss Charter. I said, y'all should be strong and stop being weak. See, you got to be strong. You can't be weak. You can't be weak to people. You got to let people know you is a human just like them. You ain't no violent person, but you got to let the people know you going to do what you going to do. And God going to protect you no matter how